I poured wine on my husband's ex because she tried to steal him from me.
Happens.
Happens, you know. Gotta make him bleed. A few days ago, I told my mother-in-law that I'd bring her grandkids, our gorgeous twins, 5 years old, to her house for dinner. It was a gesture of good faith, as she and father-in-law had babysat for an entire weekend while hubby and I took some time to ourselves. Mother-in-law decided to make that dinner a grand occasion and invited the entire family over. Fine by me, the more the merrier. Except, half an hour after we arrive, Joe walks in. The entirety of her back out, boobies popping and all. Now, Joe is my husband's ex-girlfriend, who also happens to be a favorite of mother-in-law and a longtime friend of hubby's family.
Ooh.
This comes from Just Snow Mother-in-Law. Man, I see what you mean. On the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So I don't know why they didn't work out. Frankly, I don't care. Sounds like it.
Yep.
Long story short, Joe does what she always does at these functions. Touch my husband inappropriately. Whisper in his ear. Psst, psst, psst. Try to eat off his plate. She went as far as to try and steal my seat next to him at the dinner table. Luckily, my sister-in-law, a literal saint, was able to stop her. Hubby is generally okay with putting his foot down. If she does anything truly egregious, he does put a stop to it. But to him, her touchy behavior and the way she tends to hover around him and try to get his attention does not fall into that category. I told myself to ignore her and not let her get to me. But she pulled me aside later that evening and said absolutely horrible things to me, telling me that it was only a matter of time before my husband left me and that he was using me as a breeding plant, etc. Fun fact, I'm currently pregnant again. So I dumped my drink on her and walked away. Joe absolutely lost it and walked out of the house. Hubby's extended family generally has a good opinion of me, so no one thinks I did it on purpose.
Whoa.
But I did. Ooh.
She got them.
And I do it again. But my husband knows better. He pulled me aside to confront me about it and was surprisingly angry. Did I make a bit of a scene? Sure. But his anger wasn't proportional to that at all. If you can't tell, hubby is the type of person that doesn't like to make a scene, especially around his family. I have complained about his proximity to Joe multiple times before all this went down, so I guess she has communicated. I've asked him to cut contact with her and basically just ignore her presence, and he's refused on the basis that she's a family friend.
Find the full episode by searching OK Storytime on Spotify.